Yoni Day Spa, and she's also the owner of Hayo Collective. And some of y'all don't even know what any of these terms are, but if you're putting two and two together, she is basically all about pleasure and wellness. So she is pretty much, yes, you guessed it, she is the Pussy Whisperer. So this coming Wednesday, she is going to be speaking on pleasure and pussy wellness. So if there is anybody, I hope people are not offended that I'm using that word so frankly, but this is what she does, and I want to give respect to what it is she does. If there is anybody that understands the importance of pussy wellness as it relates to overall health, and it's her. It's her. So you guys really do not want to miss this coming episode. There is a lot of things that we as women and our men can absolutely learn, because they're the ones that are entering in. So it's kind of great to know how to enter with courtesy, so there is something for everyone. Pussy Whisperer done got my attention. All right, Hanif. So yes, you do not want to miss this coming episode. So please mark your calendars to tune in on either iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play. So on Wednesday, October 16th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you definitely want to tune in. Yo, you about to learn. You are about to learn, Hanif. Seriously. I am so excited. And that episode, was really, really great to record. It was just an excellent time. Ashley is a friend in my head moving forward, and I just learned so much from her, and she's just an amazing spirit. And so for those of you who are catching up on past episodes, our last episode, definitely a big shift in hi Wilner, definitely a big shift in conversation, but they're all really, really important, especially for our community, especially for our brown and our black men and women and girls. It's a really important topic. So last episode we spoke about diversity and inclusion, and Netta Jenkins was the person that we interviewed. We learned so much about the importance not only of diversity, but what does diversity in the workforce mean, and also what does equity mean, and what is its importance. So in that conversation, we spoke about the token black person. We spoke about a lot of things. And she is a new mother to the cutest little baby boy. And so we also spoke about balance and what that looks like for a working mother of two as well. So that was a really, really great episode to record as well. And Netta Jenkins is actually a really good friend of mine. We've been friends since we were, I want to say 12 years old. So it's just wonderful to see where we've landed in life. And so for us to be able to collaborate at this point in life has been really, really, really amazing. I learned a ton. I loved hearing about moving from just acknowledging diversity or having it, but also creating equity. Yes, this is what we're talking about. It is the cutest. I mean, I'm biased, but yeah, cutest could work for her baby boy. Oh my gosh, he is so cute. He is the next top baby. A play on top model. But yes. So we told you about what's coming up this week. We told you about what episode you just missed that you want to go listen to. You know, I don't want to keep you guys too long. I really would love to have more guests. So at the end of every live, I want to extend an invite for anybody who knows of somebody that would be a great guest for the podcast. And so I just want to shed a little bit more light on what my podcast is all about. So, podcast is titled This Life I Live in Truth, and it's a podcast, yes, you guessed it, about living in your truth. So our goal for the podcast is to empower our listeners to cancel the noise, to seek the truth, all while living their best and their most authentic self. So, quick story. Hi, Lloyd. Hi, Laura. Quick story. So, the podcast, I don't know if I ever talked about its creation and, how, I began branding This Life I Live in Truth. So, a couple years ago, after having my daughter, I was talking to one of my really good girlfriends on the phone, and she was just like, ever since you had your daughter, it just seems like that is your identity. Being a mom is your identity, and there was just so much more to who you were prior to having the baby. So I felt like you kind of lost a good chunk of who you are and your identity. And she said it in a very loving way. I would like to see that Jessie again. And so it was from that conversation that I really challenged myself. Well, why was I hiding behind being this perfect mom and forgetting about all the things that fueled me or made me come alive? So I challenged myself for 30 days to really walk in my truth and to not be fearful of what I would discover, and to just live my life in the most authentic of fashions, and to be really, really honest, and to be vulnerable. And ever since I did that, I haven't gone back ever since. So This Life I Live in Truth, the website as well as the podcast, is a continuation of that challenge that I gave myself many years ago. I wanted to create a platform where people knew that it was okay to cancel the noise. And oftentimes a lot of things, whether it be in our circle or in our lives, it's just noise. It's just noise, and it's just a distraction from what you were called to do. If you're a believer, whatever God has called you to do, once you're able to cancel out the noise, you can really focus on what that thing is and to seek the truth. Why am I here? Answering some of the simplest questions is really, really important. And then striving to just live your best and live your most authentic life, whatever that looks like. And it will differ depending on people, but it's really indicative of you yourself. So that is a little bit about what This Life I Live in Truth podcast is all about. It really a space for people to feel empowered, to cancel the noise. Again, I know I just said this, to seek the truth and to live their best and their most authentic life. And you can start from where you are. You don't need everything to be aligned or to have everything figured out to start living purposefully. You can start from where you are and just build from there. And so I'm just happy that I have a platform where people, that's a very tough question. Why am I here? It really is a tough question. Tough question. The coaching, everything, the podcast, the coaching, everything. Hanif, can you talk a little bit more about that? I'm reading these words without any context. Are these some of the things that my brand offers that I should speak to a little bit more? Hey, Nadine. So, yes, my purpose creates alignment. I don't have to wait for alignment to live my purpose. This is some deep stuff. This audience, I couldn't ask for a better live audience, but thank you so much, Hanif, for dropping gems, pretty much. Dropping gems. So yes, I think, who was it earlier? Wilner. He said, why am I here? That is a tough question. It's a tough question, but it's so necessary because we end up being in a bit of a rat race where we don't really know why we're doing what we're doing, but we just do it because we're expected to do it. You know, waking up and going to work and coming home. You know, after doing that for X amount of years or decades, you're like, yo, why am I doing this? There has to be more to life than just this. And so, why am I here? It's a hard question, but it's so necessary so that you can live with intention. Because we all don't know when we're going to leave this earth. So why not, while we're here, live as intentionally as we can? Because we know that this life that we have on earth is just, how do I put this? The life that we have here on earth is just, can I say a precursor to what's really to come or what's really in store for us? Man. So again, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I want to extend an invite for anybody that would like to be a guest or know somebody that would make a wonderful guest. Absolutely necessary, 100%, Wilner colleagues. Thank you so much. Yes, there has to be more to life. A school of truth, teachable. Yes, so Hanif is just putting all these resources that my brand has offered and will continue to offer anybody who wants to take advantage of some of those things. But yes, a couple years ago I started life coaching, so that is always a part of the brand. So if anybody wants a free introductory course, leave me a DM. And for those that are like, what is life coaching? Like, what's that all about? It's really about accountability and having somebody who is aware of what your goals are and holds you accountable to actually achieving those things. So yeah, if anybody has ever had a life coach and can speak to that, leave a comment below, or who has personally worked with me, leave a comment below. Also, for those that are looking to find what their purpose is in life, I have a life coaching is life changing. This is so true. And everybody needs a mentor or needs to have mentored somebody. I really firmly believe that you reach one, you teach one. It's so important to pay it forward. Chefsky, So important to pay it forward and to just continue to be a light unto this world. There is so much darkness around us. Why not be a beacon of light in all of this darkness? So, what else? So, we were talking about the School of Truth. So, offer a course there on finding your purpose. It's really something you could do at your own pace. So if anybody's interested, visit www.thislifeilivintruth.com. Things tend to get lost in my head. Thinking about things are great. Having another person, a life coach, can help those thoughts become clearer, more vivid, better dealt with, etc. So Hanif is speaking to personally having been life coached, why it's so important to have one, or to have a mentor or somebody who, you know, is kind of a bit removed from your life and can offer you that unbiased take on some things. So yes, leave me a DM if anybody wants to be a guest, knows of a guest. And as you guys know, this is a passion project. The podcast portion at least is. And so to keep our passion project supported, we rely on the support of you guys. So please visit the link in my DM. Visit the link in my DM. Visit the link in my bio, and that bio is actually my bio on Instagram. So if anybody has my Instagram handle, it's at This Life I Live in Truth. So in the link in the bio, you will be able to support via my Patreon page. So it's about the last button under the link in my bio. Thank you so much, Hanif. He is on it. So for more details on how you can support passion projects like this. So I am just so glad that you guys could have joined this evening. So to show my appreciation, I want to share with you my self-care checklist on what I personally felt were some of the essential things about living an authentic and purposeful filled life. So to access that, support the content. Okay, awesome. So yes, Natalia, what's going on? So to access that, you want to visit http://self-care-checklist. Yes, so to show my appreciation, I want to give out that checklist and take a look at it. Hopefully it is helpful to you. And I am just so grateful for all of you, honestly and truly. So, hey. So until next time, I encourage you guys all to cancel the noise, to seek the truth that is often found in the light. All right, until next time.